I think building habits are some of the most important things we can do when learning a new skill. So for me, I wasn't able to consistently learn how to program until I actually made a routine of it. So every day I would make it. So every day I would make a habit at least 3 o'clock or maybe before, if it's like a project I'm actually interested in, I start coding. And then from 3 to 4 or 3 to 5, I'll just program. That's like designated programming time. I'll have lunch and then I'll come back and I'll program for another 2 hours. Okay, that way I get at least a minimum of 4 hours programming each day. Now, I think programming is one of those skills that I think the majority of skills, to be honest, kind of follow that 10,000 hour rule. Like to an extent, I think 10,000 hours is excessive, but I'm probably nowhere near that right now, so I can't really give a really educated statement on that. But I do think that daily practice, every day is the most important thing to learning a skill. Because like I said, before the 4 hour thing, I genuinely couldn't learn how to program like in one sitting. I couldn't sit still, and when I have the option to stick to the normal, I guess you could say, and like which the normal at the time wasn't learning how to code, then I would just do it because it was easier. And when you learn something, it's hard on your brain, and your brain looks for the most easy thing to do, like scrolling on your phone. So obviously that's what I would tend to do. But when you build the habit of it, and the first couple weeks of building the habit are going to be really hard, but once you build that habit, even after a week, you're going to feel compelled. So for example, like I said, at 4 o'clock every day, at 3 o'clock, sorry, I would start learning how to program, and by that I mean either I'd go through the book like I originally started with Python. I would do a Udemy course that I got from a free trial, or I'll work on the current project I'm working on, like a Kitab app like the Kitab app I'm working on right now. So there's like a lot of different things that we could do to work on that would help us build that habit. Obviously, I think a project, something that you're actually engaged with and you like made yourself, and you like the idea of, I think that's the easiest way to stay on track and stay motivated learning how to program. But you do need to learn the foundation. So if you can force yourself 4 hours a day, I think 4 hours is a good minimum. If you could force yourself 4 hours a day or whatever your schedule allows, just to program and sit down and turn off your phone and just write code for a couple hours, that's the most valuable thing you can have. They'll actually progress you in learning how to program. Because without that and just doing 30 minutes a day, you're gonna get there way slower and it's not gonna be retained as much. But when you sit down and make it an activity and make it part of your daily regimen, you're really gonna see the effects that 4 hours does to learning a day, and how that actually correlates into you wanting to learn every day. Because there's been some days where I don't really want to learn. I'd rather just play a game. And honestly, for those days, you don't have to do the full 4 hours. But that kind of brings me to my next point. Is I really do agree with the statement of no 0 days. I think not having a day where you don't do anything is really good. So I'll use another example here instead of programming. So when I started this YouTube channel, I uploaded a video every day for a week, and I could tell then, I was like, I won't be able to maintain this. I'm gonna run out of ideas, and I'm gonna be less motivated to come up with ideas. I have to come up with a thumbnail, write like a bullet point script every day, and then record it and then edit it. And my editing isn't amazing. I just kind of cut out the stutters and stuff. So I decided that every rest day off the gym, I would record. And then those 2 days before, I would do something productive. That way, the idea of this channel is always in my mind. One day I'll work on the script, one day I'll work on the thumbnail, and then the last day I'll record and edit at the same time and have a video on my rest day. So that's kind of how I built a habit for YouTube, and it's only been probably like a little less than a month. So we're still getting into this habit of, it's not totally normal for me, but we're getting there. Because even this video, I didn't really want to make. I woke up late today. It was 11. It's like 12:30 right now. And I really didn't want to make this video. I just wanted to stay in bed and then learn how to program or like get back to my project. But I realized that I'm going to be very unsatisfied with myself at the end of the day. Which is kind of another one of my points, is that you're going to feel a lot worse afterwards. When I first started going to the gym, it was easy for me to skip some days the first couple weeks of going, because for me, in my head, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym today, it's an activity, but it's optional. And it wasn't until 2 months into it, of going consistently, where I realized that for my health, going to the gym isn't optional. And once you realize that what you want to achieve, the goals you want, once you realize that practicing every day isn't optional, that's when your brain is gonna click and realize that you need to get started. Because I would still be obese if I didn't start working out consistently a year ago. I wouldn't have any idea of programming if I didn't realize that I need to get ahead in life, and if I want to do that, I need to practice before everyone else does. And I realized that if I want to make some type of content to remember how I was right now, I would need to make videos. So that's just kind of that's my message for you guys today, is that if you want to get started on something, and if you want to work on something consistently and get better at it, it's gonna take time. So the best time to start is now. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys. If you like this video, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.